The girl was 11, and for 4 years she had believed the same story. Her father was away in Pennsylvania, working at a coal business. Her mother said the work was difficult, the place was far, and once the business became stable, he would come home. The girl repeated that story whenever she missed him. She repeated it so often that it became part of the furniture of the house. Then, just before Christmas, a classmate said one sentence that split her childhood open. He asked whether her father would really be released from prison in time to drive home in a red car. At first she was furious. Prison was not a word that belonged to her father. Her father belonged to mines, work, letters, and the promise of return. She ran home ready to demand the truth. But before she could shout, she saw her mother asleep on a garden bench. The woman looked exhausted. In her arms lay a gray envelope, and on it was the name of a prison. The girl did not scream. She did not wake her mother. She looked at the tears on her mother's face and understood something no child should have to understand so early: the lie had not been built to cheat her. It had been built to keep the children warm. From that day, she changed. She did not tell her younger brothers. She did not expose her mother at dinner. She helped prepare for her father's return. She learned small chores, gathered gifts, and even found the courage to ask a car rental owner to help bring her father home with dignity. When the man asked why he should trust someone coming out of prison, the girl answered with a kind of faith that adults often lose: no father, however broken, would willingly stain his daughter's dignity. And a miracle happened, but not the childish kind. The owner checked the father's story and learned that the crime had not erased the man's worth. He went to meet him. At the prison gate, he did not say, "You are a criminal." He said, "Welcome home." He gave him work, a car, and a way to walk back into his children's eyes without being destroyed by shame. The deepest part of the story is not the lie. It is the circle of protection. A mother protected the children. A daughter protected the mother. A stranger protected the father's chance to return. In a world where people are quick to expose, shame, and punish, that circle feels almost impossible. This is why the story still lands in today's world. So many families look perfectly normal from the street, yet inside the house there may be debt, illness, distance, grief, immigration pressure, aging parents, anxious children, or two adults who no longer know how to ask each other for help. Modern life trains people to explain everything quickly, to judge quickly, to post quickly. But a family is not a comment section. A family is where people often hurt each other precisely because they are tired, scared, and too close to hide. The story asks for a slower kind of judgment. Before calling someone weak, dramatic, cold, or dishonest, maybe ask what fear they were carrying and what they were trying to protect. There are many homes today where adults hide bills, diagnoses, job losses, or private grief because they do not want the children to carry what children cannot fix. Sometimes that hiding becomes unhealthy. But sometimes behind it is not manipulation, it is desperation wearing the face of tenderness. The girl's greatness was not that she understood everything. She did not. Her greatness was that she understood enough to choose mercy before judgment. And in an age that rewards public exposure, that choice may be one of the rarest forms of love. Maybe that is the quiet power of the whole thing: life gives people impossible days, and some of them still manage to answer with mercy.